What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying out Shadow Primeape in the Go Battle League. This Pokemon, while it did not receive any specific buffs or nerfs in this season, what it did get is a meta with a lot less fast move pressure and potentially a lot more wiggle room. Now, Shadow Primeape is a very squishy Pokemon, but it pairs very well with Corviknight, and Shadow Quagsire plus Corviknight is also a pretty good core, so I'm excited to see what this team can do. Real quick, before we get into the battles, I want to say if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does help out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what Shadow Primeape can do. This is the real test. Is Primeape able to work? Well, it'd be better... Honestly, wait, do I switch here? This might be risky. I'm going to swap them. I have 3 good matchups here. I don't want to be in a spot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe like for Alligator Jelly in the back, so maybe Primeape could be really annoying. And I have just so much flexibility into A-Slash, I might as well switch out. They're at 3 right now. Oh, that does so much damage. 4, 5. They throw an alignment just for fun? Okay. I mean, throwing an alignment here is so bad for them, because I think that gives me 2 Rage Fists first. 6? Yeah, wow. Okay, they should not have done that. Now I can just get both shields from them. Maybe even just like, do I just double shield my Primeape, get to +4? And then win? Surely? I mean, it's going to be hard to lose from here, if you ask me, but like, there's always a chance. I can find a way. I've found ways in the past. Yeah, okay, we get that next shield. They are a big fan of alignment gaming. Interesting. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna double shield, because why not? Oh, I was gonna instantly throw to not take the damage there. But that's fine. They bring in an Azu. I don't think Azumarill wants to take a +4 Rage Fist, if I'm being real. Yeah, that's like a third of their HP. And I can just build up a lot of energy here. They could be on Hydro Pump, potentially, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Because on Hydro Pump, that sacrifices either really good pacing or, potential play rough coverage. They are at 7, though, so I guess if they, are on that, they can throw it here. Yeah, just Ice Beam. Nice. So they're at 2, 3, 4, 5. They're in single air cutter range now, too, which is kind of huge. That's going to allow me to go and overfarm here, get to a payback against either of the Pokemon still in the game. Or, well, I mean, there's no or in that situation. Just, like, payback either the Sandslash or the Jellicent, and then my Quagsire can Stone Edge the other one, and we should be very fine. Oh, that doesn't quite knock out. That's fine. Oh, I probably could have air cuttered this, but we're not going to take any risks. We're just going to full send. We're going to knock this out. We're going to delete it with a payback. And now we just swap into our Quagsire. We have so much super effective damage into that Alolan Sandslash. There's not much they can do. They're thinking, though. They're thinking they have a chance. That's kind of cute. But they do not. Well, Aqua Tail immediately. Because at this point, one Karate Chop after this is likely going to knock out, even if they do knock us out here. And that Azumarill is so low on HP as well. Yeah. They have to throw all of their energy here to knock us out, and, I mean, they don't. So, we just win. Honestly, dude, Primeape just unwound that team, so maybe it's still pretty good in this meta. Alright, next battle. Corviknight into Azumarill. Pretty neutral lead matchup, but very happy to see it here, just because my backline generally does kind of struggle into Azu. Quagsire is play, but it takes a lot of damage, and Primeape obviously gets one shot if you're not careful. So, it's good that we're seeing it here. I'll go for the air cutters. I'm going to try to overfarm just to make them think, maybe I have Sky Attack. I don't know. It's not like you get the boost and get much extra damage on your Sand Attacks for a while, so it's not that big of a deal. They're at 8, so they haven't even thrown a move yet. I wonder if they're trying to bait a Hydro Pump or if they actually do have it, and they're about to go for that against us. Hey, there's a boost. 9. Alright, well, Hydro Pump me if you have it, trainer, but I survive it if you do. Oh, okay, fair enough. They do have Hydro Pump. 2 or 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, if they don't end up having Ice Beam here, I do just straight up outpace the next move. And if they do have Ice Beam, that's fine. My backline is much easier to like deal with an Azu at this HP than one at full, so that's fine by me. I think I'm going to undercharge this quite a bit, though, just because at this point, I wouldn't mind if they knock me out. Yeah. This sets up either a Karate Chop or a Mud Shot down, And either way, I think that's going to be kind of annoying for them to deal with. But I don't win switch advantage by doing this, so maybe that's a bad play. But I think, honestly, Primeape is hopefully going to be playable in the back now. Okay, well, Charger Bug's not amazing to see, but we can switch here. And we see Umbreon in the back. What the heck? Well, actually, switch would have been pretty nice. That's kind of surprising to me. But it's not like Primeape still doesn't have play here. Primeape into Charger Bug is very playable. Same with Quagsire into Umbreon. Although it is, like, neutrally annoying. It's not the best thing to see. Let's see what they're going to do. Do we get a shield here? I'd be surprised if they ever shield this. Oh, they do. Interesting. Was not expecting that at all. They throw in bad timing here. Alright. I mean, I'm just going to no-shield this and try to invest fully in my Primeape, I think, to win this game. Because I can switch again. They might swap at the same time, but I'd be so happy if they didn't. And if they gave me more, like, Karate Chop energy, that'd be, like, huge. Yeah, they do let that go. 4. Okay. Well, that could be, like, potentially a big move, like a last resort or something. But they probably go for a foul play. Oh, or a Psychic! Oh my goodness, wow. But now I just ramp up here. They're at 2 Volt Switches, 1 away from a discharge. I have so much energy. That's going to hopefully help us win the game. Oh, that basically 2 shots, yeah. I think if they let this go, I Karate Chop down. If they shield this, I get another one. What are they going to do? They do shield that. I think that's a big mistake. I'm going to CMP this. Because I think this... Oh, well, okay, they don't actually throw the move then. But I think this knocks out. And if it doesn't, I think it still puts him into range where the next fast move knocks him out. Yeah, that just straight up destroys the Charger Bug. And now these Karate Chops are shredding the Umbreon. You've never seen Umbreon take that much damage. Okay, you know, Switch would have been nice. But also, sweeping with Primeape is also pretty cool. Alright, next battle. Corviknight into Wigglytuff. Beautiful lead. This is where I want to see it. Quagsire has a lot of play here, but man, my Primeape is so bad in this matchup, so I'm happy that my Corviknight's going to be able to whittle this down. It's kind of like that Azu matchup we just saw, right? Where it's like, Corviknight doesn't necessarily hard counter it, but it's very good neutrally into it. And it's better that my backline is likely going to be in a different spot. And that boost is huge. That's going to allow this Icy Wind to be a lot less impactful. Now my attack's just going back down to neutral rather than -1. Corviknight's going to be able to chip this down a lot more than it would otherwise. Alright, big air cutter once again. Do we get a shield? I don't think so. Back in the day, Iron Head was a moveset you'd see sometimes on Corviknight, but I think nowadays people have moved away from that, especially because at this point, it's just like, do you really want to give up the coverage against ghost types? I don't think so. Now, this is kind of an annoying matchup here. I don't know if I can get a shield from this. Actually, I think I can. We CMP the Rage Fist. And then we should be in a really annoying spot against them, actually. Rage Fist here is going to do quite a good amount of damage. Do we get a shield or a knockout? They do shield, actually. That's kind of surprising to me. Because now I can shield this myself, farm down, and take a lot less fast move pressure against the Primeape, or against the Empoleon with my Primeape than I would against that Wigglytuff. And come out with basically back-to-back ice punches. Yeah, okay. I mean, can they shield this? I don't really think so. If they shield, I have a second one ready. If they no-shield, I still have, like, a boosted Primeape here. That's going to be very hard to take down. They do let that go. Okay, and in the back is an Annihilape. Interesting. What do we do here, though? Okay, I think we come in with our Quagsire. Because this way they can't go for a Rage Fist. And hopefully that's good for us. 6. So they have a close combat now. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, man, you know, this could actually get a little bit dicey if I get knocked out by this, which I think I might. We'll see. I do get knocked out there. Because they're only 2 away from the next close combat, actually. And I don't know if I'm 3 away from an air cutter. And I don't think I can quite catch yet. No, I'm not. I'm so bad at this game, actually. Oh my goodness. Does close combat knock us out? I mean, it almost certainly does, right? I know it's a non-Shadow 8, but I think they got us. Ah, man, wait. How did I lose this one? I guess maybe I should have come in Corviknight into the Annihilape. But, I don't know. I feel like if I come in Corv there, there's a chance they just Rage Fist us and then one-shot my Quagsire too. Alright, we gotta win this one. That last one was on me. We don't like losing games that are very winnable. This is likely a very good lead. If they're on Sludge Bomb, I hard wall them. Even on Stone Edge, though, that's not a great matchup for them. But they are staying in, which is kind of interesting. 8. 8. What do you mean 8? Is that a Stone Edge? I would imagine it is, but it could be an Earthquake. Okay, it is Stone Edge. Okay. Well, I think this is fine. I have my Quagsire for the Clodsire, and I think I'd rather see the Noctowl here. Although, wow, this is going to take a while. Noctowl might actually be pretty decent into Corv. It's probably like Galarian Moltres in a way, where it's like, sure, you know, you have the ability to resist the charge attack pressure, but like over time they still do a lot. They probably have Shadow Ball, I guess. We don't even resist the charge attack pressure. They're just bulky, so like my moves are doing nothing. I'm fishing for an Air Cutter boost, and we're not getting one just yet. At least they're in payback range, which is probably pretty good. I don't know. This is annoying. I wish I would have got a boost, because I think a boost early on would have made it so the next attack here would easily knock out. Alright, payback here still should knock out, though. Big payback. They likely let this go, because I feel like they wouldn't want to invest a shield on a low HP Noctowl. Yeah, they do let that go. Okay, well, I mean, I just stay in here, right? Force a move out of them. I don't think they can Poison Sting down here. That would be really ambitious of them. Well, the shield there's also really nice. Okay. I was not expecting a shield from them, but that's huge, because if there is a second flyer in the back, which I wouldn't be surprised with how they've played this out, but like also, if there is a second flyer in the back, what do they do against an ice type? There is a second flyer in the back. But it's a Pelipper. I don't like that. But I can go for Stone Edge, and I think I'm still fine. But this is going to be a little bit more awkward. Honestly, not a lot of play this game for Primeape. But the thing is, we do survive a Weather Ball from here. So no matter what, I can no-shield a Weather Ball. The only lose con, I think, is no-shielding a Hurricane, which is why I'm going to shield the first attack up no matter what. Yeah, smart CMP by them. But I'm going to no-shield this now. And we should be fine. As long as this doesn't one-shot us, you know. Yeah. We're good, I believe. We are in Stone Edge range, though, so they don't have to go for Earthquakes to knock us out. Goodbye, Pelipper. I'm going to try to catch. Nice, I think we did just catch a Stone Edge. There's no way they didn't throw a Stone Edge against a Quagsire at that HP range, right? Like, no shot. Yeah, okay. And now this thing needs, like, 2 more Stone Edges to knock us out. Now we win. Like, there's no way we don't. Because I just get either 2 Ice Punches here, or if they do knock us out, I just get my Aqua Tail. Big Stone Edge. Ice Punch immediately, just guarantee we get this off. We don't want to lose this game. Primeape, well, it didn't have a lot of play. It found its spot in the back. Oh, that basically knocks out from there, too. I can Karate Chop down. I always forget how much damage his Pokemon does, but it makes sense with how much damage you take, so that's fair enough. Alright, next battle. Hopefully more play for Primeape this game. Corviknight into Shadow Empoleon. Man, this is one of those spots where, like, I know Primeape's probably going to get hard countered when I bring it in. Oh, it's on Waterfall? Oh, interesting. This is less ideal. But honestly, like, we're still in a playable spot. But Shadow, Waterfall, Empoleon plus Wigglytuff, that looks like a fun team. Very fun. Honestly, I'm kind of happy to land that move. Because my Empoleon here, or my Corviknight rather, is still very playable into Empoleon. So I don't necessarily need Switch. I do need this Wigglytuff dead at some point. That's going to be kind of helpful. But the Shadow Waterfalls, like, unironically, that is a little bit scary. Okay, Air Cutter at the very last second here. Get as much energy as possible. I would love an attack boost, but I doubt I'm going to get it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we go for the Air Cutter. No boost. But, like, the Corviknight is still basically going to one-shot that Empoleon if they let this go. So I'm going to throw this anyway. They should be at 3 right now. Let's see if we get a shield or not. There's a chance they let this go, saying it is debuffed. But they do shield, okay. 4. Altari in the back. Not amazing. I think they have us here. That is a super fun team by them. Super, super fun and dynamic. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. I don't think we have enough here. Because at this point, there's just so much fast move pressure, right? They found a way to bring fast move pressure back into the meta. And you gotta give props where props are due. That is kind of impressive to have found so much fast move pressure in so little time. Well, Stone Edge again, but I think at this point it doesn't really matter. That Empoleon has so much energy on it. It is only 4 waterfalls to an attack. That they can just get to some waterfalls against us and win. But I'll try, you know. Maybe I can still survive the waterfalls. Like, how much do they really do to us? Maybe there's a chance that I get another Aqua Tail off or something. That could be kind of cool. And, like, maybe then I can win. I'll switch here, actually. Force them to throw a move earlier than they'd want. Okay, well, if I survive 3 waterfalls, I can probably win this game. But I don't know if I do. Okay, well, I don't know how that just worked, but we do get this off. I don't know if that was DRE or if they, like, one turn lagged or something, but technically, on the way the game's supposed to work, that should have worked out the way it did, and I'm going to take that against such a stupid team. Alright, next battle. Hopefully no more Waterfall Shadow Empoleon. That was insane. We see a Shelgon in the lead, and this is a Pokemon I don't have a hard answer to, but I'm also not completely weak against, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go for what could be a payback. I would be very happy if we get a shield. But they don't have to shield this. They know they survive it, so they might still let it go. Yeah. Oh, that is a decent amount, actually. Maybe this isn't so bad for me. Because I can go for a second air cutter here. I do survive the flamethrower. So, potentially, I can force a shield out of him pretty early. If I get a shield right now, I would be so happy. If I don't get a shield, I think that's still fine. Okay. Let's switch to Primeape here. Try to get a farm down before I get a Twister off, but they do, at the last second, reach one. With that said, we do get the energy lead on Primeape, which might be a little bit annoying, because oftentimes, Shelgon plus Steel is a core that we see in the Go Battle League, so... Yeah, Fortress comes in. Volt Switch Fortress. I've seen this team before, quite often yesterday, actually, with Empoleon in the back. If that's the case, very playable. 2, 3, 4. Oh, they let me get this off first? Why? That's cool. I'm happy to get this off. They're at 4 right now, so they do have access to 1 Sandtomb, 5. I mean, I'm going to no-shield this. If this is on Sandtomb, then likely it's Sandtomb, Rock Tomb, right? So my Quagsire is not that scared here. We'll bring in Quagsire immediately because they are switch-locked. Okay, we'll CMP them, I guess. If they'll let us. I'd be surprised if we see a shield here, but, like, if it is Empoleon in the back, do they not kind of have to shield? Yeah. Okay. But I don't need to shield a wimpy attack like a Sandtomb here. That's going to do nothing. And I can clear my debuffs with my Corviknight. I think I have to no-shield this again. I don't love the fact that at this point, my defense will be so lowered, but I think we're still in a very playable spot. I have to throw energy here. I can't go for the farm down. Getting another Sandtomb against us would force a shield out of me, and if it is the Empoleon, like I keep on thinking it might be, then I need to keep my Quagsire around. Oh, it's not Empoleon. Swap, okay, okay. I have the Stone Edge in the back. I am a little bit worried about a shield KO, though. We'll see. If I get shield KO'd, I would be so sad. Because I think Sandslash does win CMP, and I took so much fast move pressure there. The visuals were not the quickest to update. I think that's a shield KO. I think I needed to swap sooner. No! If I have 1 HP, I'd be so happy, but I think I do get knocked out. Well played. Well played to them. They know their win con. They knew what they needed to do. They got it off. I just needed to be not locked into all the Dragon Breath damage there. The visual's not updating immediately. Made it so I had to take like 1 or 2 extra Dragon Breaths that I didn't want to, but at least we tried. Alright, next battle, we see Corviknight into Malamar. Okay. Another one of those leads that my backline is not the best into. So happy to see it here. I don't know what they're going to do, though. Do they shield my moves or not? They throw right when I get the payback, so it looks like they do want either Superpower and Dip, or maybe they just want to throw first just to get some consistent damage into us. I'm going to go for the payback. I want to get a guaranteed shield or a lot of damage into this Malamar. If I do get a shield, then that is fine. If I don't get his shield, that's also fine, because I'm still outside of Superpower range. Okay, I'm going to go for the payback. I don't have a hard answer to this, once again, so if I go for the payback here, I can make it a lot more manageable. Oh, or I can get a shield, I guess, for my Shadow Quagsire to now come in and hopefully put in some work against this. Do they pay back us, or do they go for the Diabolical Air Cutter bait? Nice, we do shield the payback as well, so I guess our Corviknights both getting their baits called here. Stone Edge is going to hurt quite a bit. It's not going to one-shot by any means, because it's only neutral damage, right? But it will put them down pretty low. Hopefully into Aqua Tail range. Not quite yet. We'll Stone Edge again, because I literally have to. If I went for an Aqua Tail and they no-shield and they survive and get a payback off, that'd be pretty bad. But if I Stone Edge and I guarantee a shield, I'd be pretty happy. Oh, they do CMP us, actually. That's kind of interesting. No-shield this. And see what happens. The Air Cutter bait, amazing. Now I just go Aqua Tail if I can. I think I survive another Air Cutter here, do I not? Which means I get that Aqua Tail off. They might try to come in with Malamar right now and snipe us down with Psywaves. Ooh, I honestly probably should have gone for Stone Edge, but I think we're still in a pretty playable spot right now. They're at 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only an Aqua Tail. I don't feel like I can shield this. But it's gonna hurt. 6, 7, 8. If I can reach another Rage Fist this game, I am gonna be so happy. I don't know if I can, though. It's gonna be close. If Malamar comes in, they might be able to snipe me down. But if Malamar cannot Psywave down, they lose. Okay, I mean, I need to knock this out as well, so I think I'm fine with that. Malamar's not going to get a ton of energy out of this, but it will get some. But I'm a +2 Primeape, so my Karate Chops are going to hurt quite a bit, actually. There's a chance that puts him into a farm down range, even. Shield this up, and hope for the best. If I get like 1 or 2 more Sand attacks, I think they're in Mud Shot down range. They go for the move here. I needed to go for the catch, I guess. I think if Foul Play knocks us out, a Superpower debuffs himself, so do they go for that? Foul Play knocks us out. They probably have us here. Oh, that's so close. Oh my goodness, that's the thing about today. Super close games, but GG's. Next opponent. We gotta lock in, guys. We're 0-2 in this set. I feel like it's time to start winning. I feel like that's a good idea. And we see the Wigglytuff lead once again. This is where I want to see it. Oh, but they swap immediately into a Shadow... What's it called? Low Kick Primeape, or Annihilape. Interesting. I think that's fine for me. This might be insane, but I'm going to bring in my Shadow Primeape. Just because at this point, I think Shadow into Shadow Rage Fist does a massive amount of damage here, right? So I might as well. Save my Corviknight if I can. And they're at 9, so they're at 4 now, which means they CMP'd on the Rage Fist themselves. Do they shield this, though? Do they think they survive? Okay, they do survive, actually. That's a little bit surprising to me. But I think a boosted Ice Punch into a Wigglytuff still going to do a lot of damage, right? So I think this is a fine shield. Yeah, they go down there. Annihilape getting knocked out is pretty nice for me still. I'll go for the boosted Ice Punch now. It's going to do so much more damage than anything my Corviknight can throw, but I guess technically, Quagsire's Stone Edge would do quite a bit too, so... No, they do let that go too, nice. I have a shield disadvantage, though, and that could be a little bit scary depending on what is in the back. Oh, or it could be the best possible Pokemon imaginable, and I just win because of RPS. Beautiful. That is an RPS team if I've ever seen one. Shadow, Low Kick, Annihilape, Ufisk, and Wigglytuff. We've seen some real winners today, haven't we? I guess Mud Bomb's damage has been increased this season. Does that ever allow them to two-shot me with Mud Bomb? No. Okay. That's all that matters. Go for the CMP here if we can. Looks like they don't go for it. There is a chance that they're going to try to catch my next Aqua Tail on their Wigglytuff, which is not a bad play for them. But if they do that, then it's not like Corviknight can't just finish this off from there. So I think I'm fine just throwing instantly anyway. Okay, they actually don't catch, which is weird. They don't even attempt, like, their one win con. Maybe their win con was hoping that I'd, like, keep over-farming or something. And then, like, maybe they farm down? Double discharge my Corviknight, but yeah. Okay, beautiful. That is much more like it. Alright, next battle. Shadow, or Corviknight. Imagine Shadow Corviknight, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, into Torterra? After the Mud Slap nerf? What are they doing? Why? I'm fine with this, though. Happy with this lead. Okay, they swap into Drapion. That's insane. This is crazy, dude. I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to bait out a Mud Slapper, obviously. But I don't have one. I do have a Mud Shot user that I could bring in here. But with that boost, I just stay in. There's no reason not to. I survive a crunch. And at this point, like, Quagsire's not even that bad into Shadow Torterra, is it? That's insane to say, but I think it's true. Okay, they get the defense drop there. That's slightly suboptimal. It's going to make it so Aqua Tail now knocks us out. But I got my own boost, so this is going to knock them out if they shield it, and they let it go. Okay. Well, what are they going to do? Oh, they bring back in Torterra? I guess they could go for a Sand Tomb here. Maybe a Frenzy knocks us out thanks to the defense drop that I have, but I don't know if that's worth it at this point for them. Oh, they shield that. That's actually really crazy. 6. Okay. Are they going to go for like a 2-shield farm down? I guess they could try it. They might be able to reach the farm down. I don't think they can, though. They cannot. What are they doing? Why is Corviknight sweeping a team? Corviknight does not normally do that. They're at 9, so they have back-to-back Frenzy Plants technically, but, like, what if I just one Karate Chop them down and make it so they don't get 2 moves off? I feel like that's pretty bad for them. And getting this out of the way is pretty good for us. They Frenzy, they are at back-to-back, so if this doesn't knock out, well, I'm not weak to Tentacruel, unfortunately for them. Interesting team. Corviknight does exist, though, so I don't know why they're running that. Alright, next battle. Corviknight into Jumpluff. Okay, now we're talking. I mean, I have Ice Punch and Stone Edge in the backline, too, so this is one of the best things I could see. They safe swap an Umbreon here. They don't even let me play it out. They just top lift immediately. Okay, I was honestly excited for that game. That one was shaping up to be really fun. But they're just out of there? You're joking me. Okay. Well, I guess that's a way to finish off this set here. We get the 3-2. We get the 3-2. And that's, I guess, all that matters. More progress towards rank 18. Not quite there yet. A lot of really close games today. I gotta say, Shadow Primeape is pretty fun, but there's a lot of Wigglytuffs as well, so I guess if Wigglytuff's gonna be around, it's gonna be still a little bit hard to use, but still a very fun Pokemon nonetheless. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.